Pleasant good evening to one and all, and welcome back to the REGTC. It's the final, it's the D League final. It is the Uprising. They'll be taking on the Lymers FC. Lymers went through the group stages unbeaten. They went to the semi-final. They played Predators, and they were unbeaten. They've made the final without a blemish on their record in the D League. While the Uprising, they have the solitary loss in the D League season. They would have gone down to the Lymers in the regular season. The 2-0 loss. But they have the D League leading scorer, Joran Gale. He has 6. And it will take a Herculean effort to catch him for the Golden Boot, because the next nearest is Tamarcus, and he's already out. He finishes with 5 on the D League season. Then Luigi, Kenya Brown, playing for the Lymers today, has 2. Big news for the Uprising. The suspension stands. Jordan Deans is out for the final. The midfield general, after getting a red card in the semi-final, he misses the final. He's out. It's the Lymers in their white, green, and black. It's the Uprising in their changed. It's a green, it's a blue. I don't know what color it is. It's a greenish blue with gold lettering. Man in the middle is Burton, assisted well by Hilton and Fleming. Just waiting on final checks of the net by the ARs.
Doc, somebody saying that is turquoise. Well, unless I am blinder than you, Doc, or blinder than them, that looks like green to me.
It's green, it's blue, it's something. I was never good at art, I don't know. And that seems to be satisfactory. AR's getting to their positions. It's the final.
Doc, I predicted a game tonight. What is your prediction for tonight?
Not a final. Not this final. Not with two teams that are... You never quite know which version of them is going to show up.
Doc, I didn't ask you all that.
I answered you like a politician.
We are commentators. We are not politicians. So, what are your prediction? I got a prediction earlier from Christopher. I predicted the first game. I was spot on. 3-0.
Billy, football is going to win.
And
it's the
as I
Lymers
told
getting us kicked
just
off.
a while ago, that is not an answer that we are going to settle with tonight.
Well, you're giving me that answer a bit too many times. This is going to be the Uprising kicking from right to left. I still get to receive the full team sheets, but you can see in the early goings it's a good run out wide. He has pressure, and it will be out for a goal kick. So
one thing I could tell you tonight is this. It is going to be a fast-paced game. It is going to be a fast-paced game, and the team who can hold out longest is going to win this game. The fitness is going to tell in this game. You have the likes of the Francis. We have Fleming, we have a Sean Hodge there. We have a very fast Uprising team. We have Gale. And we have the likes of a Marnie Gums also there. We have a very fit Uprising, a fast Uprising team against a team of the Lymers that is suspect in the second half.
But what they are is experienced.
And while they are an experienced team, showing caution to the win tonight is probably what the Uprising will do. And if they do such with the Lanny Francis, who we know can be...
Ball comes across. He's put into his own net. But the flag is up.
Was up. The flag was up a long time ago. So that's why I wasn't even bothered by that. The flag was raised because the ball went out a long time ago. Doc, this is going to be a good game. I think it is going to come down to keepers. Rather than what we are going to see in the middle of the pitch, I believe it's going to come down to keepers.
Two big calls. Two very big calls made today. First call for the Uprising, a captaincy change for the final. The armband has been taken off Sean. It's gone back to an old Uprising captain, Jarvis Jones. Where's the band today? Full lineup reads, goalkeeper Darian Carty is in number 30. Denny Derrick is in number 6. Stefan Fitko is back from injury. The injury he picked up against this same Lima side. He's in number 20. Antoine Fleming is the number 18. Tefari Francis and Delani Francis, the brothers, number 7 and 2 respectively. Sean Hodge is the number 3. Joran Gale, the number 13. Jarvis Jones, as I said, the captain, he's number 24. Tevon Richardson gets another start over the likes of Nathaniel, the man Nat Gums. Tevon's number 28. And Rashad Thomas, he is the number 17. Rennie is back on the bench. He's available.
For the Lymers FC, tonight we have Simon Anthony, number 15. Daniel Bailey, number 1 in the goal. Damian Bailey, number 13, Yannick Belchis, number 19. We also have Ikenia Brown, number 6. Ricardo Carty, number 2. Richard Grant, number 23. Armani Gums, number 12. Terry Pompey, number 9. Carlos Richardson, number 10.
The big call for the Lymers, Liddy is on the bench.
Liddy is not starting tonight. That, for me, is a big call.
They've gone for legs.
Because for me, Doc, what I would have thought is that they would have looked to kill the game off and take Liddy out. Because if you're going for legs in the first half, and it doesn't pay dividend for you, then what?
The old adage with coaching, you would rather finish with your best team than start with your best side. If Lily can only give you 45, you want him to give you a strong second half 45, and give you a 45 in the first. Here comes Joran Gale. Joran Gale is in behind. Joran Gale hits it, and Joran Gale has given the Uprising the lead. 5 minutes in, Joran will make it 1-0.
The defense. Oh, he did magically well in front of 3 defenders. He took them and he got past. A diving goalkeeper, Daniel Bailey, had no opportunity. Gale has put the Uprising ahead in the first minute of play.
A leading goal scorer in the tournament for a reason. He has been dubbed the Anguillian Archer, and he strikes again. Joran Gale makes it 1-0. 5 minutes in the advantage Uprising.
In the 5th minute of play, goal to Joran Gale. Oh, Doc, told you, it may very well come down to goalkeeper's Gale again.
Gale looking to get through this time. Bailey steps across, but he gives the pass away. You're not getting a foot on the ball right now, the Lymers FC, as that will be a foul and a free kick.
So, Doc, again, as I was saying, I understand the theory of wanting to finish with your strongest team, and you would want to do that if the game goes down to extra time to penalty shootout. But if it doesn't, then what? If it doesn't, then what? Because your strongest team might not be the fittest, fastest team. And
it's a good ball. Lymers in behind here. Has to pick on a pass. Puts it to the wrong man. He had someone waiting for it at the edge of the area in acres of room. Tried to go over Darian.
I think he tried to go Belchase. He was looking for Yannick Belchase and he couldn't find him. The height of the goalkeeper here is
that's a crunching challenge. That's a fair challenge.
That had to be spot on, Doc. Had that not been a spot on challenge, it would be to the penalty spot we go.
Look like Tunton Bailey there. As here come the Uprising yet again. It's given away. It's Luigi. Luigi finds Yannick. And as Sean will shield it back to his keeper. Quick, very quick move by two veteran players, Yannick and Luigi. Just quite couldn't get on the same radar. Ball bent just out of the reach of Yannick on that occasion. Yannick in behind is a problem for any keeper. Now the Uprising. This is going to be a fast game. A bit too much time. Too much. But they will find Francis. Streaking forward as well, Delaney. Delaney cuts past one. Delaney driving. Just gets bustled off the ball a bit too easily. And that will be a free kick. Went in diving. Not quite necessary there. Looked like T-Vaughn.
Yeah, T-Vaughn Richardson. No, not in that place, in a position like that. But it's better he do that there than in the penalty box.
Indeed. Also for the Lymers, they've opted not to start Noah. He's available. Yes. He's on the bench.
He's on the bench.
Haven't started him. They have options on the bench to bring in if required. Sidhu and Carlos with a bit of miscommunication.
You know, one of the things I understand the logics, yet I don't understand it.
This could be troublesome because he's trying to get in behind. That's very good there by Bailey.
I understand but do not agree, I should say. You want to start a football game with a team that can win you the game or put you in a very good position so to do. And if they don't, then it's a place where, from a position where you can actually take the game in a distance if you have to go to penalty kicks or whatever the case is. What you don't want is for the team, your opposing team, to put the game out of your reach with not your best team, and then by time your best team come onto the field, the game is out of their reach.
Well,
Fleming is too fast.
It's easier to get your best player on than to take your best player off.
Might be getting your best player on in a time when the defense decide to sit and say we are not going to build a wall, we are building a tower.
Strong benches for both sides. Throw taken from a bit too deep, says the referee.
Doc, my question all the time is, If a team decide to take the throw from that far, at whose disadvantage is it is? Is it at, isn't it at your disadvantage?
That's just the rule, I guess.
What you won't allow is for a team to take the throw 10 meters or 15 meters away, advancing. But if they are taken from a disadvantageous position, it's up to them.
Ball back to Bailey.
And it's something I can never understand in football.
Here's Luigi. Luigi goes back to Ricardo. Trying to feed this one through. Gets past Junior. And now the Uprising can look to counter. It's Derek. Derek has Richardson for company. Richardson shielding and winning the throw-in. Ball played forward. And it will be a foul and a free kick adjudged against the Lymers. Two players tussling for the ball. A bit illegal there. It will be a free kick to the Uprising. Taking an early lead. An early lead in the 5th minute of play. This ball played forward. It's Delaney Francis. Delaney finds his brother Defari. Picked up. That's a good drive as well. And he will win a free kick. Good drive to get past a couple players. And he did have to get tripped. This could be dangerous because Ashawn has made his way forward. Have to keep an eye on him. He's dangerous in the air. Ball floated in high toward Ashawn over his head. Bouncing in the area and booted away by Amoni Gums. This will be a corner.
The ball fell straight in the lap of Gale, but he just could not control. Straight in the lap of Gale.
It's going to be a corner now. Looks like Captain Jones over this one. It's going to be Francis, rather. Francis puts one in toward the edge of the area. Now it's Jarvis. Back toward Rashad Thomas. But wide now for Francis, but Francis can't get there. It's going to be out for a throw to the Lymers.
And the surface is a bit slippery still, Doc, from the shore of the blessings that we got. Thanks be to God for your absence. Enabling the rain to come. Doc, I need to bring it home. You were here last night, and you keep talking about every time the rain tried to come, it could only reach the roof because you scared it off. Tonight, you were not here, and it really came down.
I think I make the rain nervous. That may be the issue. That's not a good challenge at all. Not good at all there by Junior, but advantages played. Now Amoni finds Junior. Now Yannick. Yannick is going to be bundled over and win the free kick.
I told moments before the rain came, I said to Christopher, if Doc stay away, then the rain will come. If Doc walks in here before the rain comes, then the rain is not going to come. And you stayed away. Thanks to you, Doc.
Well, I was in the stadium. I was in the car. I was in the car. I was trapped by the rain, actually.
Well, Doc, Alcaraz getting the better of Novak Djokovic.
Oh, you do
today.
remember that you told me that I would have to walk in and shake your hand. I want my handshake now, Millie.
I will grant you that favor. Alcaraz taking a 5-setter over Djokovic, beating him 3-2.
The future is now.
And then, Doc, it was Hans Jabog who also went down yesterday to an unseeded player.
That's interesting. So another unseeded, well, not quite unseeded, but low-seeded Chris Eubanks. He made a very good run throughout this Wimbledon season.
Yes, indeed.
I think he's from Great Britain. Or he's from the United States. Chris Eubanks made a very, very good run. Got to, I think, the quarterfinals.
And the thing about that, the female champion is that she came into Wimbledon, as I said, unseeded, almost unheard of, and she destroyed everything that was in front of her.
You see it happen.
And one would have believed that with Anjabog getting the better of everything that was before her, in front of her before, the likes of Rybakina and all the big names, Swiatek and everybody else, she was tipped to be crowned the winner, but it wasn't to be so. Not Wimbledon 2023. It had all sorts of upsets. All sorts of upsets.
Now here's Joran Gale. Gale turns, has Derek there with him. He will use Denny Derek. We'll recycle possession. Shifted wide now for Fu. Fu goes back toward Delani Francis. Francis back to Fu, now to Defari. Defari, Francis has Gale in the middle. Tries to cut one back. Amoni Gums does well, and it can be cleared by the Lymers. Luigi looking for Junior. Junior up against T-Vaughn. Junior does well. Junior cutting inside. Junior has Yannick. Yannick is in behind. Yannick forced wide. Yannick turning back. Yannick Belchase hits it. But a very timid effort in the end. A lot of work for himself to do. Didn't get the power behind the shot.
How fit is Yannick? It will tell this evening. He's fast. No doubt about it. He's fast. He look very much unfit. You see how much minutes he can run for. And whether or not it will be.
We did see the Lymers captain, Samuel Fleming. He's here as it's Rashad still. Rashad Thomas.
Corner.
Deflected behind for a corner.
Well, Samuel Fleming is here with his hand in a cast.
He's in a cast, Samuel. It's been out for a long time. The Lymers skipper. That makes two Lymers players with arm injuries.
Samuel was out. He came back. And the very first game he came back, he did not finish that game. He was out again.
Varian out as well. Suffered an injury very early. 20 minutes into his return, Varian Carty. Got a goal, got hurt.
Doc.
Ball played in to a dangerous area, but not clear. Lumped forward, looking for Yannick. It's a good initial touch by Francis. Getting around the outside, well, that's a good driving run. Putting one across, easy walk for Damon Bailey. Bailey, it's a good ball. It's Yannick. Yannick has Amoni. Amoni's in stride. Amoni's in behind. Amoni comes. That's a good save by Darian. Brilliant save by Darian. Crunching challenge by Amoni. That's vintage Darian Carty there. Made himself very big. Made it difficult for Harmony Gums.
Oh.
It's going to be a throw to the Uprising, but the first big chance, the first really big chance for the Lymers today, it's that connection, the connection that's rarely played together. They're here in the final. It's Yannick and Amoni.
And I'm not sure why Amoni is playing in defense. He's playing very deep, Doc.
He's just playing the leading role. He wants to get Amoni further upfield, but he has the pace to get up there if needed. It's Fu. Fu. Trying to beat a man who does well. Fu finds Joran. Lovely touch by Joran. Joran Gale took some good defending to get it away. Ball didn't stay in play. It will be a goal kick.
But if it didn't stay in play, isn't that corner?
Then Gale played the pass out wide. Looking for Francis. It will be a goal kick. Daniel Bailey goes long ahead of one. Only as far as Lymers yet again. It's Amoni Gums.
Doc, in the Gold Cup final, the score is 0-0 in the 27th minute of play. Mexico taking on Panama.
That one I can't give you a prediction for. I believe Mexico will win. I'm not on that game. I'm free to say what I want about it.
Doc, you have to... You're not there. You're not seeing how the players are playing.
Yes, but I've seen...
But you're here.
I've seen pretty much every Mexico game for the tournament. It's a drive forward to no one in particular. And those teams, they're consistent. So you can tell based on how they play, how they will play in the next game.
Well, indeed, Mexico has been tipped to win this finals. Another CONCACAF final.
Took out the favorite in Jamaica. Gave them an absolute hiding in the semi-final. 3-0. It wasn't even close.
Mexico, I think the game was, it got buried in the first half. And from an absolutely magnificent free kick that the keeper, I don't care who the keeper was, Doc, they could not save that one.
It was Andre Blake in goal. He's one of the best, probably the best goalkeeper in the CONCACAF region. He could do nothing about it. One of the greatest goalkeepers in Major League Soccer history couldn't get close. I think it was Chavez who took the free kick. What a hit it was.
Doc, that ball, it just continued. It just, from the time it left the boot, it looked like not stopping me at all. It was like a bullet from the mouth of a gun.
It was shaped to be a right footer's free kick. But Chavez hit it with the left foot.
Indeed.
And he put it into the postage stamp. You shouldn't be able to do that from that angle with your left boot.
I tell you. Now, when I saw it, I was wondering if it was possible for Andrew to walk with, another pair of hands. He may have gotten it then. Oh my, what a shot it was. Into the V. And absolutely no chance of stopping it.
26 minutes played. 1-0. Goal coming in the 5th minute off the boot of Joran Gale. Gale getting to his 7th goal of the D-League season. He'll walk away with the golden boots unless Luigi can find 5 goals in this game, because his next closest is Tamarcus, and Tamarcus has 5.
Well, he will have to find them. He will have to go around the field and pick them up somewhere. Because I'm not sure if he's going to score them here, so you definitely will have to find them. Well, you could write a paper tonight, Doc. You could write a paper with 5 goals on it. Put it on the field and he can pick it up. He can find it there.
It's a lovely turn. And it's going to be Yannick who's on side here. Yannick doesn't have the pace to get back to that one.
The idea was good. The idea was very good. But just overhit there.
How much can Liddy give? Can he give you 30? Can he give you 45? They need his passing range in the midfield. That also gives Amoni the freedom to be pushed further up.
And this is exactly what I'm talking about, right?
It could be trouble because Joran Cale was almost in behind. That's a crucial boot from the man, Sidhu Bradshaw.
Doc, if... what I would have done is to put on Liddy in the first half. While you have Yannick still fresh. While you have Amoni. So he can serve the ball over the top for the likes of Amoni Gums to run on to. Or hit it wide so that he can run on to. And then he has Yannick on the other side. With a heavy leg Yannick, can he still do the job that you would want him to do?
Counterpoint. Liddy plays the first 45. They go into the half 1-0 down. Liddy can't give you any more. You have to pull him out. Now you're chasing a goal and Liddy can't play. Here's Bailey. It's a midfielder by trade, Damon Bailey. Played as a striker earlier in the D-League season as well. As Richardson goes back to Daniel Bailey now, the brother of Damien. It's not the best kick at all there by Daniel Bailey. This could be troublesome. It's Denny Derrick. This one booted out by Bradshaw. And Yannick is in an offside position. That'll be a good battle today. Yannick against the Uprising centre-backs. They have Antoine and Ashawn back.
And none of them is slow. Amoni would give them both a run for their money.
A run for their money? No one can catch Amoni. It's Amoni.
And so... what's the call?
Offside. Offside, the call.
We are going to VAR.
I'm not going to anything. Let the referee is a referee. We're here to commentate. I'm tired of getting told, of getting spoken to. I don't like being told off for what I say. So I will call the action. It's Amoni who can't get there. I don't want to hear myself again. Here's Antoine. Antoine, as it looks like Fu and Denny Derrick have switched sides. Tivon almost poked that one through. It's dropped wide. Carlos is not there, and it will be an uprising throw. Here come the uprising. Drifting inside, beating a couple, but a bit too heavy on the touch. And booted away there by Gums. Francis. To the other Francis. Oh, that's brilliant by Amoni. That's not a good challenge either. Will be a free kick to the Lymers. Half hour played. 1-0. Not too much of Grant at all, Rashad Grant, in this game. It's a ball. He's looking for Yannick. But it's too heavy. Bailey finds Luigi. Jones. Francis. Gale. Not good work there by Joran Gale, giving it away rather cheaply. Lambs getting each other's way and giving it away for the moment as Bradshaw goes long. It's Yannick trying to get there, but Sean gets the boot first.
If you notice, there is a change, Doc. Then Derek has come over to this right flank, and Fu has gone over to the left flank.
Did mention that a bit earlier. They're just trying to get Fu a bit more involved in the game, I suspect. As Ricardo Cartier has done well marshalling him. Carty. Luigi can't keep it in play. Luigi has looked back to some semblance of his former self. It looked very good as well, looking like his salsa baller self, Luigi. Quality, very quality on his day. Just hasn't been able to maintain his health. He's had some injury struggles, Luigi. He's been battling with them ever since. He's looking fitter, looking faster, looking healthier. Francis, that's a good ball. And Fu tries to flick it around. Doesn't get the contact required. Now Grant. It's going backward now. We'll play it forward again. Booted down the line. And it will be a free kick.
Taking out Grant on another occasion. So 1 goal to nil in the 34th minute of play. And Doc, what can you tell us about that cycling race today?
Well, can report it was an Angulian first, second and third. Hassani Hennis, yet again, winning the John T. Memorial Cycling Race. Delroy Carty finishing second and Zambezi Richardson got third.
Yesterday, it was also Hennis who ride himself into victory. And the seniors,
difficult to beat. Difficult to beat.
It is almost getting the word difficult is almost out of the door when it comes to Hennis on his home turf.
Someone told me it would be like Zanel. He's coming back to Angola to run a race. That's Hassani coming back for the John T every year. This is trouble. Francis trying to get in behind. Francis gets the pass wrong and very frustrated with himself.
I don't know if you had the opportunity to look at him when he rode in Jamaica just a few months earlier in the year. When he rode in Jamaica,
Joran's not offside. Joran Gale gets in behind. Joran Gale. That's good goalkeeping again by Daniel Bailey. Forces the mistouch from Joran. It will be a goal kick.
Ooh, how easily that could have been 2 goals to nil in the 36th minute of play. How easily. My. The Lymers were playing for an offside call. Wasn't forthcoming. Wasn't forthcoming at all. And they are crying their ball and they're saying that was offside. Yeah, I didn't see it that way.
Bailey. Beating a man, Bailey. Puts this one forward. Now Grant looking to send one through. That's frustration. Simply frustration. That's not good at all there. Looks like Yannick giving Ashawn a bit of a shove. Didn't like the contact that was made on him. Now the referee gives them both a talking to. Very experienced referee Burton.
Very long lecture.
I'm just as an AI, it's supposed to be in line with the last defender, right?
And that is why he continued to get the offside call wrong.
He's not in line. He's well behind. He's not in line at all.
He cannot get the call right from this position. Even from our position here, it is clear that he's not in line with the last defender.
Just have to ask to confirm, because it was very odd. It's going to be a free kick. Put forward. That's a good ball. Oh, that's a handball as Yannick he was lining up to absolutely lever that one.
He was about to pull the trigger, but that left hand, that left arm of his, just deceiving him.
Francis has Derek. Derek finding Gale, but it's a bit of defensive work. Now Bailey.
Oh, he gives it away to Foom.
That's not good at all by Damien Bailey. Tussle for the ball. Junior got there initially.
No, it's not.
And now it's Gale. Gale on the outside. Gale trying to cut it back.
Corner.
Damien Bailey does well. It's a corner.
Bailey has been doing a very, very good job in defense. He has played the defense for the past 3 or 4 games, and he has done a tremendous job in defense.
3 or 4 games this season. Damien Bailey, he's one of the best defenders in the league. He's done his team a service because the no one to do partnership just wasn't working because they're too similar. They're 1A and 1B. Both aggressive. They're both pretty much the exact same type of footballer. Bailey gives you that calm head. He's the Ferdinand to Sadu's Vidic. He's calmer, more composed on the ball. Looking over the top, he slipped, and it's Amoni. It's Amoni. Amoni comes. He's going to equalize in the 40th minute of play. The Lymers make it 1 goal apiece. Amoni comes, has his goal.
And this is exactly what I'm saying. You need to let him loose. I don't like how he's playing deep. But immediately as he goes forward, the ball solved over. Oh, he drew the mistake and he buries that one in the 40th minute of play. And Money comes.
A slip by the defender. That's all Amoni needed. You're not going to catch him. You simply can't catch him.
And Money comes in the 40th minute of play. And they are level. On level term.
It's 1-1. It's game on. This is going to be an absolutely brilliant game.
It's a thriller.
I think the rules of this one is that it will go to 10 minutes of added time per half.
I think
Then
we are going to
pens.
pens. I think we are going to pens tonight.
I think it's 10-10, then pens. Oh. Corner. The defender let it run through because he thought it was a goal kick. It will be a corner to the Uprising. Approaching the halftime whistle. It's 1 goal apiece. Ball coming in. This one not it partially clear. And bolted a bit further upfield. No real running room, however. Straight back to the teal of the Uprising. I think that's a color. I think it's teal. Tivon. Gives it to Fu. Ball over the top toward Gale. Offside. He got the header wrong anyway. Couldn't quite time the run. Here comes the Uprising again. A poke through toward Gale. Joran Gale. That's brilliant. Simply brilliant defending. It's Bradshaw there. It will be a corner.
He had to get that one spot on. He had to get that one spot on. And he took it off the boot of Gale. Ooh. This game is heating up. In the 43rd minute of play. We're going to have about 2 or 3 minutes, if no stoppages, about 2 or 3 minutes in extra time for this, the first half.
Francis puts this ball in. Headed clear. Only as far as Derrico goes back to Francis. Francis, the Derrico's in an offside position. Free kick to the Lymers. I think they'll be happy with this scoreline going into the half. I think both teams will be happy with this scoreline going into the half. The game is set up.
And Doc, if some way, somehow the Lymers can pull one out of the hat in the next 2 minutes of 5 minutes that we have, we're going to play 5 more minutes. In the next 5 minutes, if the Lymers can pull one out of the hat, game on indeed in the second half.
It's Luigi. Shifts a man. Goes to Yannick. Offside. Yannick is offside. Oh, the offside is going to be called. Burton tried to let it run because the Uprising did have the ball, but Ashon played it out. Luckily for him, Burton was nice. Because he had the advantage, and he wasted it.
No, I'm wondering what is the communication on the mics.
This is good build-up play. Derek. Not a good pass. Well done by Ricardo. Luigi. Like to poke one through toward Junior. This one is picked up and shifted wide. Well, it's Rashad now. Rashad out of defense. Has a flick one toward Fu. A Fu has Carlos for company. It will be a throw-in.
In the 45th minute of play. Well, 45 coming and going. And we have 2. Yeah, 2 or 3 minutes, and we have 2.
Ball played over the top. Taken down. That's good defending again by Damon Bailey. The center backs have done well for the Lymers. Amoni. Wide for Ricardo. Who does well. Tries to get down the outside. And to touch for a throw.
Still got a minute plus. Still a minute to go in this game. Can Lymers pull one back and go ahead in this the first half and go to the half? The better team, feeling better of themselves. Throwing to Lymers.
Long throw into what Yannick. Foul throw, says the referee. You can't quite do that. I don't think that's legal.
At this level.
Not at all, Ricardo. That's naughty. Given straight back to the Lymers, however. It's a much better throw. Back to Ricardo. His cross is blocked and Francis can look to clear it. Gives it away. Flick toward, looks like Luigi there. A lumped up field. And Sidhu has drawn for company. Goes wide to Richardson. That's 1 and 2. That means that's the half. And at the half, it's the Lymers and the Uprising deadlocked at 1 apiece. 2 evenly matched sides and evenly matched game. 1 for Joran and 1 for Amoni. It's 1 goal apiece going into the halftime whistle.
1-1. And that's where we are going to break, and we'll be live with you at the resumption of the second half. Until then, it's back to Master Control.
for the Eagle Club fans. Who scored the first goal in the Champions League? Eagle Club. Person present, Eagle Club. And if you can't get it, I'll give you another hit. Eagle Club. Vamos. He wears number 19. Talk to me. Who scored the first goal in the Champions League? He wears number 19. Eagle Club.
Welcome back to the RAGTC. We're even Steven at the half. 1 goal apiece. Goals coming in the 5th minute of play to Joran Gale. And in the 40th minute of play to Amoni Gums. All to play for in the second half. It's 1-1. It's 45 minutes to see who will be crowned champions of the D-League for 2023. It's the final male action you'll see for a long time here at the RAGTC. Football season is winding down. It's the final. It's the big game. And it's all left to play for in 45 minutes.
Doc, 2-1 game is what I would love to see. But I ideally want to see we going down to extra time PKs. But because it has passed my bedtime and my coffee is up to 1, I will satisfy with that one.
Well, I have work tomorrow. I want to result in 90 as well. But with all the PKs we had last year, we haven't had any this year. I want to see some sort of PKs.
Well, we will have a PK to decide the game in the run of play.
No changes for either side at the half. As it's Thomas who finds Fu. Fu in space on the left. Fu trying to put one back in toward Rashad Thomas. Rashad now goes further back. It's played back toward Rashad. Rashad shifts this one all the way over. It's good ball knocking. It's pace here, trying to get in behind Damian Bailey. Bailey's he's a figure to get around as well. Francis. Getting back inside and shifting this one down the line toward Antoine. Antoine out of defense. Antoine pokes one through. Bailey is there again.
So, Doc, Mason is a unit and Bailey is a wall.
This is troublesome as well. Trying to find room. A drive at goal that's going to be easy for Daniel Bailey. They're both large men. Just large. They're not unfit. They're both fit. They're just large men to get around. Very strong as well. Hassan Mason, of course, playing with the Attackers FC. Here's Ashon. Under pressure from Amoni.
He drew that to himself. He took a year and a Sunday to get to release that ball.
And there's going to be the ball in favor of the Lymers. Carlos takes the throw short. It's like Pompey trying to get through there. No real room. Rashad trying to get around the outside. Pompey is back playing defense, and he will win the throw in. When do we see Liddy? If we see Liddy, is he fit enough to play? Grant. This one fed back well. Rashad going along looking for Joran, but it's Bailey back there again. Now Fu. Bailey steps in again. Bailey out of defense. Bailey crunches a man. Bailey looking toward Junior. Junior over the top toward Amoni, but headed away. And now it's space on the right side for Denny Derrick. Derrick tries to put one across toward Gale. Joran Gale is going to get there. Indecisiveness from Daniel Bailey. And Joran Gale makes no mistake. 2-1. Just mere minutes into the second half.
Joran Gale in the 49th minute of play. Remember, he scored in the 5th. He has now scored in the 4th. Joran Gale. You can't stop him, even if you pay him to slow down.
Complete indecisiveness from Daniel Bailey. He had to go for it. He was the only man that could have got him there. He chose to stay on his line. It cost him a goal.
Doc, you remember my prediction earlier? You remember what I said in this game? It is going to come down to whom?
The keepers. And a mistake from Bailey. He's a national team starter. He knows better than that. He knows how crucial that mistake could be. But he has Yannick. Yannick finds the ball through. It's a Money. Doesn't get the space for the shot. And now he loses possession. Could have went with the left again, Amoni. Tried to get back onto his right boot. It's good midfield play. Good defensive work. Now shifted forward looking for Yannick. Luigi tries to poke one through. But the frustration shown there by Yannick Belchase. 2-1. 2 goals to 1 in favor of the Uprising. Gale with a brace. He has wrapped up the golden boot now. Shifted over the top, looking for Grant, and Darian Catty will get there first. Now Thomas. Thomas looking to go longer toward Rene, but Sidhu comes across to collect. Sidhu Bradshaw finding a Carlos Richardson. Shifted further inside. Now Grant. Grant will win the throw-in. No substitutes warming up for either side. 5 minutes into the second half. It's 2-1. It's the Uprising who have the advantage right now, as they did for much of the first half. The game always looked even. This one is fitting well toward Junior in the post. And Junior will win a free kick.
That is from a very favorable position.
Lady would have loved it. Lady would have absolutely loved it.
This is from a very favorable position.
It's Junior. Get hit them, Junior. Puts one in toward the back post. The header went right across goal. He couldn't direct it. It's a corner. It's a corner.
A deflection. And who was it?
It's Bradshaw.
These centre backs just know how to score off corners.
It's going to be Junior to put this one in. The Lymers are dangerous from the set piece. Junior into the near post. Carty flaps his hands at it. Corner number 2. It's a better delivery now, Junior. Get it a bit deeper toward the big man at the back. Referee just sorting out a bit of pushing and shoving in the area.
Man, Fo and Gums. 2 big men. One with size, one with height.
Junior again. It's a better delivery. And it will be out again for corner number 3. They're dangerous from the set piece, the Lymers. Junior can't put this one in again. Has to get it on the money. Good ball to the back post. It's deep. It's in the area. It's bouncing. The volley is blocked. Chance to reset. Beats a man. Needs to put a ball into the mix. No, he'll win another corner.
On the other side.
So I'm bending away from the goal if it's a left boot, but I think it may be the right boot. It's going to be the right boot this time to bend this one in toward Darian Carty's goal.
That's a poor effort.
That's not good.
It's a poor effort.
Not good at all.
With all your big men in the air, Doc, you want to at least put it in the box. Somewhere, be it on the ground or in the air. You need to get the ball in the box.
Corners along the ground are bad, but they're better than putting the ball behind the goal. Thrown to the Lymers. Pendulum may have just swung back into their favor. They were put on the back foot early again by Joran Gale. How do they respond? That's a good touch. It runs into trouble. It will be a throw the way of the Uprising. 56 minutes, 2-1. All to play for. A game that's been pretty even except from the score sheet right now.
In the 60th minute of play, Doc.
That's his ball coming in for Bailey.
It's 0-0. In the 60th minute of playing the Gold Cup finals, it's 0-0.
We saw what Panama did to the USA. Panama beat the USA on penalties. A USA team that had just beaten Canada on penalties the round before. Very good goalkeeping. We saw Matt Turner earlier against Canada saving some pens.
Yes.
Couldn't do much against Panama. So Panama have experience in penalty shootouts very recently. They hadn't had a penalty shootout, I believe, since 2016, if I remember what was said correctly. While Mexico, they are in a rebuild phase, really, in their stage of development. Play forward toward Joran. Joran is fast, and Bailey gets there first. This time was decisive, but given away, and it's blocked, and it's not dealt with. It's a late challenge. Referee lets it run. It's broken out here. One touch play. Gale calms it down, shifts it across. That's a wild effort. Need better there, captain. Very wild. Mexico, a couple years ago, they were spanked 3-0, I think, in the Olympic final. They were embarrassed on national television. And then they lost, I think, in the Nations League.
Yes.
Their coach got fired. Their longtime coach got fired. A lot of their older figures, like some Guardado, their captain, they were shipped out. And the Dos Santos brothers, Chicharito, all were shipped out. They've gone through a rebuild. No more Irving Lozano there for right now. No Carlos Vea. They've gone through a rebuild. And here comes Yannick Belchase. It's deflected. It's pushed. And it is going to be put wide. Oh, no. You can't do that. Not from there. Not in this game. You can't do that. Not at this stage. Not on this big of an occasion. Luigi, you can't miss from there.
Well, if you had to tell me that Luigi will miss that ball from a point-blank spot with the keeper on the ground, I will tell you, not Luigi. Not Luigi.
Not from there, Luigi. It's a ball in. That's dangerous. Just over the head of a leaping Amoni. And up for a goal kick.
Opportunity in the 59th minute of play. Going a begging. Will Lymers live to ruin this opportunity?
Not Luigi. Not there. On his left boot. He didn't just get it saved. He missed the target completely. Just hit through the ball, put it into the net. You've scored harder. You've scored much harder goals.
Doc, it was harder to miss that one than to score it.
Not on this stage. Not at this level. Not on this occasion. Note that down. 59th minute. Loge missed an absolute sitter. The Lymers here. And to get through. And he's done well initially. It's out for a goal kick now. Two 1 should be 2-2. Hooked forward. The Lymers have had the pendulum swing back in their favor. They wasted their chance. They may not get another, but it's Grant. Sean does well. Now it's played forward to Fu, and Fu is a ball handler on this side. Fu finds Gale. Gale is on side. Gale is getting in behind. Bradshaw comes across to keep him some company. Uprising throw.
Gale, a shining light for the Uprising. Can the Uprising keep this team for next season together? That Gale has really played well on this entire season. Be it in the league or in the D League, he has played well.
He was injured for a large portion of the league, but when he came back, he found his goal-scoring form, and he brought it to the D League. D League Golden Boot winner. And he's won by a clear margin, about 3 goals he's won by. That's good defending. He's done well also. That's given away.
Yeah.
Not good at all. It's forward. It's looking for Yannick, but a bit too hefty. Good work by Francis. Francis pushes this one down the line. It's Derek. Putting one in towards Stefan Feedku. Bailey came out this time. Launch forward to whom? Lymers have lost their way a bit after that missed chance. And they can come to rue it because it's Rashad here. Rashad. Samoni. They have to keep him some company. After this, it's female action alone at the RAGTC. It's winding down the female tournament. The game set up perfectly last night for a shift in the table. The table remains the same because neither team could take advantage. The Queens, at the very last, got themselves an equalizer. There's Rena Boston equalizing after Lakoya Commons free kick from the top corner. It's a foul. That will be a free kick. The first game was a Shining Stars that played out a draw. Shining Stars had opportunities. They had their chances. Couldn't quite take advantage against the youngsters. Ended up a 1-goal apiece draw as well. Here comes Fu. Fu against the Amoni. Amoni's a bit too strong for Fu there.
I'm coming up for this week, Doc, on the 18th. That is Tuesday, so we are back with Tuesday games. On Tuesday the 18th, we have the Superstars are taking on the Shining Stars. On Wednesday, we have the EastEnders. No, this got me right, Doc.
I'll get it for you. Don't worry. I'll get it.
This cannot be right.
I'll get it. Yes, so on I'll get it. Hold on, give me a second. I believe on the July as it's a ball that's picked up now by Bailey. On the 19th is the EastEnders. They'll be taking on the Gazelles. Then the 22nd is the Queens. They're taking on the EastEnders. On the 23rd, it's the Superstars and the Shining Stars. Then the 26th, it's
that cannot be right.
It's the Queens and Little Soldiers. Sorry, it's the Shining Stars, Superstars. Then it's Shining Stars and EastEnders.
There must be an error there with Diamond Queens taking on the EastEnders on the 19th.
Queens, they take on the Little Soldiers.
Yes, they will be taking on, but there is a back-to-back game that they're having for the Queens, which is incorrect. Looking at a fixture before me which says Queens plays EastEnders on the 19th, and on the 22nd they play the Little Soldiers.
Well, it's a change.
Queens have one game remaining as Carlos goes off the field and Colin Liddy makes his entrance in the 66th minute of play.
So I think Terry Pompey will go to fullback and Liddy comes into the midfield. I suspect that will be the change. It will be a Morney Jr. and the Liddy in the midfield area. Terry Pompey will go over to this, I think, the right back position, and Ricardo will stay at left back. So Liddy is on. That's what I was talking about. You'd rather Liddy coming on now than coming off now. This could be troublesome. It's Choron, but he's offside. Bailey is playing sweeper keeper. Should have been doing that. Should have been doing that way earlier. Grant. Toward Junior. Junior goes down. Junior wins a free kick.
So yeah, I know I'm the man warming up.
Could be Romney. Oh, they do have options. They have Noah Bradshaw on the bench if required as well.
So Jan Romney just coming into the stadium and immediately he goes to warm up.
It's going to be Liddy with his left boot to put this one in. Liddy floats to the teaser that Carty can't claim. And it just sneaks past his post.
Keeper error.
This one doesn't cost a goal yet. Should have caught that. Should have caught that, Darian Carty.
He went for the punch. Fortunate for him that it came off the outer part of his hand and it went around the post.
Oh, floated high. Floated high! Good save again. Good save again by Carty.
Off the head of Money Gums.
Another corner.
And it looks like Sidhu Bradshaw. Is it Sidhu who's warming up?
Noah. So Noah's on the field.
Noah, sorry.
Ball comes in again. It's bouncing again. It's poked toward goal. And it's booted away. Two goals to one. Set pieces are going to be key for the Lymers. They've come close. They have come close. Can they get the decisive touch? The Uprising defense has been under the pump from the time they scored the goal, the Uprising. Lymers just haven't capitalized. They have not gotten Yannick into the game enough. Not gotten Yannick enough touches of the ball. You know what Liddy can do? He wants a foul, he'll get the foul. And Liddy will look to get Yannick involved. Those searching balls over the top. Those goalkeeper kicks from midfield.
Following this game tonight, there will be indeed fireworks. Who will bring the fireworks? Will it be the Uprising or the Lymers FC?
Shifted wide. It's back inside to Antoine. Antoine trying to get around toward Fu. And he will win the throw-in. Fu showed some pace there. That's a good burst, Stefan Fietko. The throw goes all the way through. Goal kick.
Doc, you still will not give a prediction?
I refuse.
With 20 minutes to go.
I plead the fifth. Liddy launching it, looking for an offside. Yannick.
Yes.
Wow.
It was close. It was very close, Doc. You see, when the ball was initially played, the defender was not back. So by the time the ball actually bounced, the defender got back, and it seemed like he was well onside, but it was very close.
Ashawn. Just one forward to Joran, who finds a Fu back with Rashad.
See, oftentimes the crowd will look at when the player plays the ball. It's not it's when the ball is hit from the server.
Amoni. Now Liddy. Junior. Now Yannick. Yannick goes for a drive. Darian Carty collects.
That one had some pep on it from far, and it didn't look like he really wrapped his lace straight at one. My,
he's a sniper. But it's Joran. It's Joran. He waited too long to play the pass. He saw him, but he took an extra touch. Here's Liddy. Just shrugging away T-Ford. That's a good challenge.
very good challenge. Very, very good challenge.
It's a throw-in. Taken short. Liddy gets there. That's good defensive work. And it's all for a throw-in. They can quickly to Liddy. He's coming in. He's completely controlled the midfield as he usually does. Bradshaw going wide for Grant. Grant has Thomas for company. It'll be a throw-in.
And Bradshaw will make his entrance.
That's more height, more danger from set pieces. Will it be Pompey coming out is the question. Or will it be Grant? It could be Luigi as well. It's a good move by Junior. Junior.
That is not
That's
Junior.
that's not Junior at all. That's Yannick. Indeed. It's not Junior at all. As here's Grant.
Junior.
There's Junior now putting a ball in. It's not dealt with. He goes down. Big call from Burton. Burton says nothing. Oh, that's a huge call for Albert Burton. and he said, no foul, no penalty. It's Luigi. Luigi's night is over.
Dark. That one was close.
The referees in the stands don't agree. I've bought 4 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them agree. But it doesn't matter because the referee on the field said no penalty.
It doesn't matter what they think, what we think, what the players on the field think. What matters is what the referee thinks.
Here's Noah. First touch of the ball comes across and easy work for Carty.
Noah is playing in an unusual role.
Oh, he's playing left wing. See how that works. That's a misjudgment there by Terry. And it's Rashad. And that's very good defensive work as well there by Pompey. Try to take a touch around him, but Sidhu will find Liddy. Mistouch, a rare mistouch by Yannick. Well, that's a very good bit of defensive work. And it's put across here for Amoni. And Amoni will equalize. It's a brace for Joran. It's a brace for Amoni. 2 goals apiece. Game on. It's 2-2. That's the pace. That's the counter-attacking pace. You said they may be able to keep up with him. There's no one in this league that can catch him when he comes.
Doc, this looked like a very, very long night.
Not good for us.
Looks like a long night.
We have work in the morning.
Doc, didn't I say I would be satisfied with
It's a 2-1.
a 2-1?
Oh,
but it
dear.
looks very much like 2-all draw, extra time penalty kicks. My. Why do I speak at times? Can it please be 3-2? Please be 3-2.
Oh, goodness, we have work in the morning.
Please be 3-2.
Here comes Fu. Fu puts a ball over.
That is not Fool. That is Francis.
Really, I'm tired. I've been working since 10 this morning. Give me a break. It's someone on the Uprising. And Fu's supposed to be playing that position, so forgive me. Let's go defensive work. Liddy. Puts this one wide. Here's Bradshaw. He's taking it on the line with pace. Can put a ball into the mixer here. Does put one across. Dealt with. Still the Lymers. He has space for a shot if he wants it. Instead, try to drive all the way through. Now here's Rashad. It's Joran in behind. Bailey is playing the way he should have played all game. You don't give a striker like that with that much pace so much time. Ooh, the call is offside against Grant. I don't know, Hilton, I don't know at all. That's going to be a foul. That's going to be a free kick in favor of the Uprising. Lobbed forward. Easy work for Liddy. Very good control as well by Liddy. Puts the hand up for the mid-on. See you pass. Almost found Noah. Now it's Antoine showing his pace. Runs out of room. Here's Yannick. Yannick has Amoni. Amoni's in behind again. Sean, they're just enough with his body. It will be a goal kick. The ball didn't have the pepper on it to get in behind Sean and find Amoni. Amoni had the beating of the defense yet again. He has too much pace. Too much pace. And that's probably the fastest centre-back pairing in the league.
Indeed.
Bit of a loose touch. But there come the Uprising. Didn't know what he wanted to do with it at all. Had no idea what he wanted to do with it. Lovely by Junior. Yannick goes back and it's a teasing ball looking for Noah. He's playing a good left wing, Noah. An intelligent player. Yannick wants it back. He won't get it back. If you're playing as the... Oh, that's lovely, lovely reading of the play. He can keep going. He's taken out. It will be a free kick. And a yellow card is issued.
His pants. Justin would have spoken to him.
He spoke
before.
to him already. It's Food the Man, I believe. Spoke to him already. Second time's a card. Double change. Double change for the Uprising. Rashad is coming out.
Ooh.
Rashad is coming out and
Fleming is coming out? Is it Fleming?
I hope not. And maybe Danny Derrick.
No. It would be Richards. Danny Derrick.
Indeed, it's Danny Derrick and Rashad are coming out, and Trey Gums is one of the players coming in.
Trey Gums and Nathaniel.
That's right, it's Nat Gums. So Nat will go into left back, and Trey will go into right midfield. So like for like swaps.
And the man Matthew Brown is...
Matthew's coming, he'll go into the midfield, I believe.
I never like to see Matthew play football.
Oh, I love it. He's old school. He is old school.
A card is never far away when Matthew's on the field.
That's why I love Matthew Brown. He will hit you, and he will hit you hard.
Oh, my.
I suspect if Matthew comes in, it'll be for Tivon.
Yes, for Tivon. But you don't want an 11v10. You want a 11v11 to finish this game.
Well, Matthew has 8 minutes plus added time to stay on the field.
Well, not 8 minutes, because he's not yet on the field.
Oh, indeed. It's even longer.
It's shorter.
Indeed, shorter. It'll be a free kick.
I am calling this one. This one is going to be into the back of that net.
Oh, you're hoping for it. You're praying for it. You want 3-2. You want to go home.
It is 3-2. Ooh.
Deflected, picked up by Carty. Should have been ladies' ball in all honesty.
Like I want to go home. At the end of 90 minutes. No extra time, please. Lymers, Uprising, no extra time.
Well, you know what?
Just get the game win. Win the game, over the game. Good ball puts through for Jaran Gill.
Well, you know what? I'll play spoil sport. I want penalties. It's only 9:52. I can take a shorter sleep for some penalties. I wouldn't mind it. I won't be saying that tomorrow, but tonight I'll say it.
You're a bad boy.
Here come the Uprising. Shifted wide for Trey Gums. Not his best work passing the ball. That's a good ball forward. This could spell danger. Yannick. Now Amoni. Amoni goes back to Junior. Shifted wide now for, I think that's Pompey. Searching ball. Antoine nods clear. And he steps out as well to do the cleaning up. And one going long. This is trouble. This is so much trouble. And that's absolutely brilliant defending. He had to get that one spot on because he went in high and he went in sliding. He caught nothing but ball. It's not over yet. Bailey comes for it.
It looked like a handball initially, but it wasn't to be. Wasn't called.
Tripping forward. Easy walk for a national team keeper.
Doc, the Gold Cup finals is going in the distance.
So penalties both games?
It's 88 minutes and it's still 0-0.
Panama waited until I think the 104th minute to score against the USA. Before the USA equalized in the 110th.
Yes.
This one played forward. Ashawn will get there. The Uprising, the Lymers, locked in battle. Uprising, they've played the game without their midfield general Jordan Deans, and they've missed him. Because when Liddy came into the game and took control of the midfield, they had no one to counter it. Long throw. Flicked on. I like the Lymers for that. That's good old school football. See Jamaica do it as well. Lump it in there, flick it on, let someone get there. The throw goes in high and Sidhu wins the header. From the Uprising, a lovely challenge there by Liddy. Shifted wider, that's a good bit of footwork. And Noah wants it back. It's back toward Noah. Noah Bradshaw's in space. Noah Bradshaw puts this one in.
Ooh.
Darian Carty's hands have betrayed him a fair few times today. It's Chigums. For the white here for Nat. Nat. This one inside. Press the hook past the man. Not Sidhu, not like that. It's back to Captain Jones. That's a textbook pass for Trey Gums. Again, Trey's pass is cut out. And it's looking for Noah Bradshaw. And Noah's again in space on the left side. Doesn't have too much support. It's lumped all the way backward now. Here's Damon Bailey. It's back to his brother Daniel Bailey. Daniel midfielder. A bit younger in his career. And Liddy. That's absolutely scintillating ball. Carty came for it and came well. Lumped forward for Trey. Trey misses the touch. Here's it's not Liddy, in fact. Now it's Liddy. It's forward. It's trouble again. Here come the Lymers. The ball doesn't get to its intended target. The legs are weary. Everyone's tired. It's just going to take one burst. One burst through for either side. Will Jaron get the hat trick? Will Amoni get the hat trick? Will they score again? Liddy lumps it forward. It's Rashad Grant who is on side here. Rashad Grant takes it wide. Grant gave himself too much work. I showed him with some no-nonsense defending. But it is a corner. Now they have even more height because Noah Bradshaw is on the field as well. Noah's up there. Sidhu is up there. Amoni is up there. Lots of height. Floated up to the back post. Carty comes out. This one is booted away. It's a good touch. And that's a poor one to follow it up. It's back to Damien Bailey. Oh, lovely. Composed by Damien Bailey. And put it wide. He will put it wide. Put the ball in. You have to put the ball in. The ball does go in toward Amoni. That's good. Very good goalkeeping from Darian Carty. Put Amoni off because he had a free header at the back post. So Lymers, it's 90 on the clock.
And 3. And 3 may turn to 10 in just a while.
Liddy dispossessed. What can the Uprising do now? It's played over toward Gale. Gale has 3 gums trying to make a run. It was marshaled all the way. Gale beats Liddy. Gale tries to burst through. Played away for a throw-in. Throw comes in short. Space out there. And he's lost possession. It's played over the top. It's a foot race. This time Darian Carty will win. Shield out for a throw to the Uprising. Interhouse teammates, Carty and Gums. Very familiar with each other. Both played for the Maroon House in the ALHCS.
That was just an unfair team. I always thought that Maroon House senior boys were just an unfair team.
Well, they were an unfair team until last year where they got humiliated. Everyone beat them. I don't know if they won a game. And again, they had lost the likes of Caleb Bryan, but they still had a very strong side. Still had a Morley. They still had Carty.
They had the youth national team.
Ball over the top. This is troublesome. It's 2 against 1 here. That's the wrong ball. You can't play that ball there. Not at this time. It was 2 against 1. Take the ball by line. Pick out your teammate. Rush of blood, really.
You had to pass that ball back to Jaron Gale. Oh my! Why did you do that?
You can't just swing it in. You have to be decisive in your move. You have to know what you want to do with the ball. You can't just put it in to no one. It's 2 against 1.
It's 2 men. The 2 men going down are 2 men who are prone to injuries.
Even if Liddy has to go in goal, he will push through because he has to take a penalty. He has to take one. Should be a drop ball for the Uprising.
Doc, I have good news for you. In extra time, the Gold Cup, Mexico, is 1 goal to the better.
My prediction is holding strong, holding firm. That's a good ball. It's Joran. Bit loose. And Sidhu hooks it high, not very far. That's a miss on the header as well. It's still bouncing around in the area, now hooked clear. Lymers have been a bit sloppy defensively in the second half.
That's the whistle.
Well, that's the whistle. Millie, you don't get your wish. I get mine. We get extra time.
88 minutes of play. Rather, it is 1-0 Mexico. In the 88 minutes of play. It was a slow loading, but full-time game. Mexico is Gold Cup champion 2023.
Just got notification, full time. Mexico are the champions.
And the scorer is...
It was the man Esteban, I believe.
Yes.
It was the man, no, it was Santiago Jimenez actually, who got the goal. Santiago Jimenez scoring in the clutch in the 88th minute to give Mexico their Gold Cup victory yet again. We'll join you in a few minutes because we have extra time here at the RAJTC. Full time, Joran 2, Amoni 2. We'll join you in a few minutes, but for now, we take you back to Master Control.
And the team doesn't, and that's the winner. Who will it be? We are going to extra time. Will it be 10 minutes? Will it be 15 minutes of extra time?
Extra time has started here at the REGTC. It's the Uprising, it's the Lymers. They're deadlocked, and it may not be deadlocked for long. That's brilliant. That's brilliant by Damian Bailey. He's had such a good game. 10-10.
Doc, are we going to PKs?
I hope not.
Oh, you wanted PKs just a while ago. Oh.
I stopped talking, and I feel...
Well, I'll give you Knips to renew you.
I feel the day.
Revive you.
I don't want to eat. I want to sleep. Tired. Oh, dear. Wish I could take tomorrow off, but I can't. It's a corner. It's deep. It's cleared. Here come the Lymers. Amoni. Kept it in play. And gave it away. T-Fone's still on. Matthew's not made his way onto the field just yet. They may be saving him because they may want to get a penalty taker on instead. Amongst their substitutes, they do have... is this going to be bold for a free kick? They do have Alexa Rennie who can take a penalty. He's on the bench for them.
You know, I almost thought you said Remy.
I wish I said Remy. No, Rennie. I saw Remy a bit earlier today. But no, it's Rennie. Rennie Thomas, the former Uprising captain.
I'm offering you guys Knips. Eat Knips and revive yourself.
Oh, how about I take a 10-minute nap while you call the rest of this first half? You know, I'll call the second half and you take a 10-minute nap.
Oh, well, it's better than we gave the mics to Porty and we go and do stats.
That sounds like a very good idea.
So we could go and do stats and Porty do the commentary. What about that?
That sounds like a very good idea. Yes, please.
Whatever. Some sweets we could go there. Something sweet. Yes.
But it forward. Dealt with by the Uprising defense. Looks like Nat.
One thing I love with Nat, it's one of the most stubborn defender I've seen in the league.
Very strong, very physical. He's not the tallest figure, as that's good defending. Trey doesn't quite have the pace to get in behind, and now Bailey will boot it high and far upfield. Francis looking for Jarvis. Jarvis dispossessed. And now it's going to be Yannick. Yannick trying to put one through for Amoni. Tired legs on display. It's been a long season. This is their final game, the final stretch. They must be tired. But you know who's not tired? It's Joran. That boy can run for days, and he's fast as well. Joran tries to beat a man. It's still the Uprising, you know, can put a ball in because Trey's at the back post unmarked. Tries to put one into him. Doesn't get any power behind the cross. Jarvis. Well, I think that's the result of tiredness.
Very ambitious shot that one was from Jarvis. In the 5th minute of extra time.
This is a problem. I'm drinking this Lucozade to stay awake, but it's killing my voice. Oh, it's not good for my voice at all. I'm just looking for Yannick as Sean is there.
Doc is very weak. His voice need help. What can we do to help your voice, Doc?
Honey and lemon, that's my remedy. It works every time.
Never works for me.
Works for me. I got used to calling 3 a days for a while. And the AFA had those 3 days, a 4:30, 6:30, 8:30 kickoff. Got used to it. Then they stopped them. My voice got used to doing 1 game a day. Now I'm going to do 2+ cricket. Oh, goodness. That's it.
Doc.
That's a good ball. Amoni's onside. Amoni, great save, Darian. The follow-up effort will trickle just past the post.
Oh, I'm speechless. Doc, football at its best, the D-League finals, is bringing out something that we didn't see all season. The kind of fight that we are seeing, the final game of the season. My.
Darian Cut has gone back to his Spartans days. He is looking the part right now. His hands haven't quite been there, but his positioning has been excellent. So I guess that's pretty much like his Spartans days. The hands haven't been there, but the positioning and the saves have been pretty good.
Doc, I said to you, Doc, that this is going to come down to goalkeepers.
Oh no. I just said Lucas, it isn't good for the voice, and we're getting more of them.
Doc, you can see them and leave them. I asked for them.
Oh, don't worry, I'm not complaining. I'm not complaining at all. Two goals apiece. 3 minutes left in this first half of extra time. Amoni with the first glaring opportunity. Going a begging. Darian Katz with the save. Not a good kick.
And he missed. Well, Jaron Gale missed.
Indeed. It's in the air and easily collected for Daniel Bailey. Booted forward now. Here come the Uprising. Lymers defense doing the business. It's a throw. It's a good beat. He's in behind now. He has some space at the byline. Trying to put one in. Took too long. And cleared away. Now it's the Uprising that have the Lymers under the pump. Still the Uprising. It's a stout challenge. Firm challenge. Fair challenge. Shifted wide. Looks like Ricardo can't keep it in play.
We're coming down to the end of the first period in the 9th minute. Doc, if a goal doesn't come in the 5th minute of the second period, we are going the distance.
Trigums.
Turn well.
Puts one down the line. He's kept in play as well. Bailey's come wide to keep him company. That's a missed pass. And it's come to find Liddy now. Liddy for Grant. Yannick trying to send Grant running. Now Trigums. Jones. Drops this one for Delaney. It gives this one away to Grant. Under 17 teammates, Delaney and Grant. Well played over the top. Antoine will deal with it. The touch for Lymers throw.
I think he should have gone keeper. Should have gone keeper. Look to hit the ball down the field rather than...
Darian Carter is not that convincing with his feet at all. Don't know if you want to take that risk if the money comes there.
1 minute.
Do we even need it? Do we even need the 1 minute? It's a drive. Well, Carty with one for the cameras, really. Goal kick.
Doc, if we do not get a goal in the 5th minute of the second period, we are going the distance.
Booted forward into touch. A throw in.
That's, I think the throw would be the final action we see.
The first half of extra time. Burton's going to play for a little while. Burton checking the watch.
That's it.
Burton blows. First
Turn
half
around.
over. Turn around. Go again.
And let's play football.
Ten minutes left of male footballing action here in Anguilla for 2023.
That's what you would want, Doc. You would want just 10 minutes to play. But we are going to PKs tonight. If there is not a goal in the 5th minute of play, we are going to PKs. What's your prediction? What's your prediction?
At this point, let's just take pens. I mean, we're going to be here all night anyway. Let's just take the penalties. Keeper Carty getting some medical attention. It's a strategy. He's a smart player. The game can't stop. The keeper's not in position. Take your time. Give your players a breather. He's back in position now. Burton checks both keepers. We have liftoff. It's a long kick. Carty's hands don't betray him this time. Ashan. Comes wide to Nat. Very good work by Junior. Junior trying to get around the outside as well. Going back to Bradshaw. Bradshaw wins a free kick. How late do you wait to get Rennie on the pitch?
How late? You ask, is he going to get on the pitch at all?
Well, he's a penalty taker. He took penalties for the Uprising for a number of years.
What about Brown?
If you can take one, but it's Liddy putting one over the top. That's dangerous. It's not dealt with. Now Carty falls on it. So dangerous from set pieces, the Lymers. So dangerous. Here come the Lymers again. Full tilt. Driving at pace. Putting one across. Too heavy. Carty comes forward. Nat now. He's a fresh man, Nat. Francis. Well, trying to get around the outside. Good challenge there by Pompey. This is the stage of the game where you start to look at penalty takers for both sides. For the Lymers, Yannick will take one, and Liddy will take one, but who else? Because Noah Bradshaw missed one. The last time Lymers had a shootout, and Amoni missed one as well.
Grant can take a penalty. So I would think it's going to be Belchers.
It's a hit.
It's going to be Belchers, Liddy, Grant, Amoni,
So you go to Damian Bailey.
and Damon Bailey. I think I can go very well with him.
He's a calm, composed head, Bailey. Experienced. For the Uprising, Jarvis will take one. If Fool's on, Fool will take one. It's going to go all the way through here. Carty gets there first.
I think it would be Fu, Jaran Gale, Jarvis, Francis,
Indeed, Delaney for sure. Does
and
Trey Guns get the last one?
maybe a Sean
Or
Hodge.
do you bring Renee in to take the pen?
Maybe a Sean Hodge.
Maybe Coach Chefboy comes on and takes one himself. Questions. Lots of questions.
And all those are just suggestions from the box.
Indeed. The Lymers have penalty takers on the bench as well. Ian Romney can take one.
And as we're seeing that movement on the... There is movement on the bench. A player is going there to warm up.
Suspected is Ian Romney.
And that is not Romney.
Is it Jaquan Richardson?
Neither, it's not.
Andrew, is it Lloyd?
It is Andrew.
It's Andrew Connor.
Yeah, it's Andrew Connor.
The veteran Andrew. Well, Millie, you said 5 minutes into the second half of added time. You have 40 seconds.
I just told you, if no goal, we are going to PKs.
Forward. It's Joran. It's a slip. Joran does well. Doesn't have too much help.
That's a foul. That is a foul.
Unnecessary. No need for it.
I don't think it's unnecessary. I just think it's useless.
It was 2 against 6.
I can't understand those fouls at all. He was not even going towards goal. He was going across the field. Why would you want to foul him?
It's 2 against 6. Just stand them up.
So my 5 minutes is still running for the fact that he halted play.
Things that annoy me as a coach. Jarvis puts one in toward the back post, nodded on, and Bailey comes for it. Could get in behind, but it's Antoine using his body well to shield Amoni off the ball. Antoine, the former Kicks United man, is it to Amoni? Uprising now.
Handball? Isn't that a handball?
Nothing doing,
That's a
says
foul.
Burton. That'll be a foul in the free kick. Much of the chagrin of the Lymers supporters. Samuel and his crew just below us. Not too happy with that one at all.
And you don't have to improve. You're not on the field. You're in the stands. There's a reason why you're in the stands. You're not in grey and what color you call that, dog?
Salmon. That's what.
Salmon.
That's what
I
they call
wanted
it.
to.
Salmon.
I wasn't sure that you can see that far. There is
can
going to be a
listen back of Hilton.
substitution now, and it's going to be Ann Romney.
He's coming in to take a kick more than likely.
Yeah, Ann Romney.
It's going to be Ian. He's coming in for the number 27. And that is the man. Noah.
Roger, being substituted.
Last time Noah took a pen, he missed it. It's being taken right back off. They don't want him to take another one. Ian is probably being brought on specifically to take a kick. Lobbed over. Bailey. launches this one. That's a good kick to Grant. Grant trying to go over the top. Ashana, the usual Uprising captain. Is this one long? A missed touch and got to walk by Pompey. Yana, his first action.
Good walk.
Ball forward, Sudu on the run. Sudu using his strength, but it's an advantage played. Here comes the Uprising. It's a glorious chance. What a save, Daniel Bailey. That's incredible. How he got down to his right, I don't know. That's a simply remarkable save by Bailey. Oh no. Oh no.
And
completely unintentional.
Boot in the face and the back of his head absolutely smashed the ground.
The way he went down didn't look good at all. Completely unintentional there. Both eyes fixated firmly on the ball. That's not good at all. Not good at all.
I felt that one, Doc. I felt that one. Boot in the face. As you rightfully say, unintentional. Just went to play the ball. Yellow card will be given nonetheless, for sure.
Indeed it will. Look like T-Von the man who went down there.
Is it a wise idea to keep him on? He's saying he's good.
He's putting a shift for his side. He's putting a shift.
Doc.
But a change is coming for the Uprising.
I think I would take him off.
Change is coming for the Uprising. It is
Yes.
T-Von.
I think I will take him off. I would.
There is
Is
Rennie. He's coming in to take a pen. They waited till the last possible second. He's not fit at all, Rennie. He don't lose technique. They waited until the last possible second to get him on. We've had 20. What will be added? Travis's kick is not that good.
2 will be added. 2 minutes. 2 minutes will be added. Doc.
Spot on. Ashon. Nat. Into what Jarvis is giving away. Yannick takes it down well. Yannick has a hit. Trying to make the AFA, the RAGTC, his dance floor once again. Hasn't got the freedom to do so today at all. He was marshaled by Ashon and Antoine. But in doing so, they left Amoni free. And Amoni got a brace for now. Because it's Grant. Oh, it's a loose touch. Is this one last chance? Is this last chance saloon? Bailey comes out and does well to collect. That'll be a free kick out to the Lymers. Gerard went in and Bailey went in. Bailey got there first. Free kick.
That's not a free kick.
It's an indirect free kick. Ball through. Troublesome! Brilliant save, Darian! The follow-up effort. Another save, Darian! Darian Carty has put on an absolute clinic in shot stopping here tonight. He has had himself a game and a half, and he has just saved the game for his side.
I'm not sure why you got that anxious, Doc. I'm not sure why you got that anxious. I told you, if they didn't score in the 5th minute, they will not score. I am not sure why you got that anxious. They will not score. It's
PKs
PKs.
it is. It's only fitting, it's only right for the AFA season, the AFL for 2023, the D-League to end on penalties. The Champions League went to penalties last year. The league Final Four went to penalties last year. The semi-final and final all went to penalties. The third place game went to penalties. The final went to penalties. It's only fitting that this edition of the D-League for 2023 will go to penalties. It's the Uprising D-League champions of 2020, I believe, going up against the Lymers. It's a D-League season. I went through every emotion. Game week 1, it was the Uprising beating the Predators 6-2, and the Lymers beating the Spartans 2-0. Game week 2, the Uprising gave the Spartans a hiding 4-0. The Lymers made quick work of the Predators 3-0. Game week 3, the Spartans beat the Predators 4-1, and the Lymers beat the Uprising 2-0. Semi-final day. Semi-final 1, the Lymers yet again beat the Predators 3-0. Then the Uprising, in one of the most dramatic games of the season, beat the Spartans with 10 men, 2-1. Scoring in the final 5 minutes via an own goal. Third place game, the Spartans made quick work of the Western Predators. A game that the Predators ended up forfeiting early after about 80 minutes. Now it's finals day, and there is nothing, absolutely nothing to separate these two sides. It's going to be Cathy and Bailey, the two keepers that have had their share of mistakes today, but when it counted, when it mattered most in the final 5 minutes, they both pulled out absolute moments of magic. Which one can step up to the plate? Who can save the penalty? We have to wait and see. It's going to be Colin Liddy to step up first for the Lymers. The veteran, the experience of Liddy. He will use his calm and composed head to take this first PK. Just realized didn't have my paper ready. Need to get my paper sorted out for this penalty shootout. We're ready now. It's Liddy. He's up against Cathy. Penalty 1. The final action of men football for 2023. Liddy up against Cathy. The veteran, the experience, the championship pedigree steps to the plate. Waiting on the referee. The second ball has entered the fray. Cathy waits on his line. And Liddy waits at the top of his mark. Hilton waits, looking at the goalkeeper, making sure he stays on the line. It's Liddy, it's composed, it's Warner. 1-0. Lymers advantage. It's Trey. It's the president of the Uprising. He is stepping up first. Can he equalize to make it 1 goal apiece? Lymers are 1 for 1. It's Trey. Short run. Referee blows. Trey puts it wide. Trey comes missing by a very large margin. Lymers with the advantage. Here comes Junior. Another veteran, former Kicks United man, another man with championship pedigree. Steps up, puts it away. Very, very good set penalty there. Junior makes it 2-1. 2-0, sorry. Yes, Trey didn't score, it's 2-0. 2-0 for the Lymers. It's Rennie. He was brought to take a pen. Brought on specifically to take a penalty. He scored so many throughout his career. Can he score another to keep his side within striking distance? He's left-footed. It will be the left boot of Rennie Thomas, the former Uprising captain. Rennie, it's saved! It's saved! Daniel Bailey saves it! It is falling apart for the Uprising right now. 2 penalties, 2 misses. Rennie put it right down Broadway. It's going to be Tunton Bailey, Damian Bailey. He's a veteran. He also has championship pedigree with the Salsa Ballers. Damian Bailey, Mr. Composed, Mr. Calm, up against Darian Carty. Damian Bailey waits on referee Burton's whistle. Bailey steps up and it's saved. Oh, that's not a good penalty at all. Darian Carty has kept his side in it. That's not a good penalty at all by Damian Bailey. The Uprising have gotten a lifeline. They need to score. It's Fu. Fu left. He left the Uprising. He went to the Lions. His team was struggling. He has come back home. Now he has to score to keep his side in this penalty shootout. They got the save that they needed. Now Fu has to score. They are 0 for 2 right now. Fu against Bailey. That's composed. That's calm. That's a good penalty by Fu. It's 2-1. 3 penalties each. 2-1. It's going to be Yana. He was brought on as well to take a penalty. Yana up against Carty. The Uprising need another penalty miss. They need a save from Carty. If Yana scores, the Uprising have to score their next 2. It's 2-1 now, 3 penalties each. Here comes Yan Romney. Yan steps up. Yan buries it off the inside of the post. The Uprising cannot afford to miss. It is 3-1. It's going to be Francis. Francis has to score. All the pressure in the world is on Francis. He has to score, or the Uprising are out. Francis up against Bailey. He's going to set his ball at the mark. Looks calm. Doesn't look nervous at all. It's going to be Defari Francis. And Defari against Daniel Bailey. Francis steps up. Defari is saved! Lymers are champions! Daniel Bailey has stepped up with 2 saves in the shootout, and your 2023 D-League champions, the Lymers FC. Under pressure, Defari Francis has missed it. Your champions for the 2023 D-League, your Lymers FC. They didn't make the Champions League on goal difference, but they have a very good consolation prize. 2023 D-League champions. Your player of the game is Daniel Bailey, deservedly so. The fireworks go off behind us, behind the champions, the Lymers FC. Tough season, hard season. They went through everything. They had Sour playing at one point. Their players were busy. Their players were injured. Their players were hurt. They will end the year on a high. Champions of the D-League. That will be all for me here. That will be all for us here on commentary. For Millington and for Brittany Christopher, it's Doc Bryan signing you out on a wonderful day and a wonderful year of male footballing action. We will take you back now to Master Control.